Alright YouTube, so for today's vlog I'll be talking about the upcoming A24 as well as Mattel Films collaboration of a live action Barney movie, which is an interesting concept. I've heard that the plot details and all the marketing and behind the scenes is all under wrapped, although like I've mentioned, sometimes whether I follow movies behind the scenes images is kind of hit or miss for me. Usually I like to be, or at least in the past I like to be surprised and sort of, less is more in terms of what I view. But obviously there's no trailer, but for this vlog I'll be talking about some speculations I have, which the reason for this vlog is it comes from the star. I'm blanking on her name, but she's part of the the TV series The Bear, which is a kitchen series that follows a line cook's journey. I don't know too much about the show other than the basics and some of the memes, but it could be an interesting show for me to watch and review as someone interested in culinary arts myself. But I'm not here to talk about cooking, I'm here to talk about my theories of this Barney movie. So theory number one, and I can't take credit for this theory, but it was mentioned in Screen Thrill's post, which is where I found out this information about the Bear actress portraying, or at least directing and possibly starring in the Barney movie. So he mentioned he thinks that the movie might be similar to the Where the Wild Things Are movie, which I remember watching as a kid and I found it very, very sad. I mean, I was 9 years old, so maybe if I watched it now I would have a different opinion, but I don't know. Back then I remember the movie kind of rubbed me the wrong way because of how sad it was, in my opinion, and that's a 9-year-old opinion. So yeah, 15 years later things could probably be very different, but I will share some other theories I have of this Barney movie. But that's the first one, is that it'll be similar to Where the Wild Things Are, which was definitely a very good book. I really enjoyed that children's book as a kid and haven't read it since, but maybe I'll revisit it and do a book review vlog on it. So theory number one. Theory number two I have is this could be kind of like a let me clear my throat, sort of like a horror thriller-ish movie of Barney maybe being like the villain. And I think honestly I hope that's not the case, because I think that would be really corny and kind of annoying, seeing all these movies about childhood characters in horror film villain eras. I think it's just kind of lame. They did it with like Winnie the Pooh and a few other characters, and I've heard nothing but terrible things about most of those movies. So yeah, hopefully if they do it a horror thriller movie, that it's not that cliche and it's good, because ultimately that's what matters most, is the movie's good. I think a Barney movie concept is interesting, and I haven't talked too much about Barney himself. Yes, as a kid I did watch Barney. I found it interesting and entertaining as a child, definitely amused me. But I know A24 has a good track record, at least in my opinion, of good movies, so I definitely think the film could definitely have a lot of potential. And I'll try to think of some other theories at the moment, because those were the two main ones I was talking about. Yes, theory number three, I remember now, is maybe it could be similar to Detective Pikachu, which got kind of fairly mixed reviews, but personally I really liked it, and I'm so sad there hasn't been a Detective Pikachu 2 or another live action Pokemon movie. So that's another thing I ought to mention, is I hope that the CGI and the graphics are really good for this Barney live action movie, although I do prefer special or practical effects I should say, because I think that could work well with Barney. But if there is CGI Barney, hopefully he looks good. And I think it could probably be similar to the Detective Pikachu movie, in the sense that we'll see like sort of young characters who are bored of their hometown, and then Barney is this super cool character they all flock to and find fun, because everyone in the Barneyverse loves Barney. So these are just a few of my speculative theories about what the Barney movie could be about, in my opinion, on the very limited information about it. So just speculation for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more soon. Goodbye.